A very good evening to you from the sports desk. Let's focus on some football news. The Kali knockout semi-final fixtures have been confirmed and will be played on the weekend of the 8th and the 9th of November. Richards Bay will host Orlando Pirates at the Moses Mabhida Stadium on that Saturday, with Golden Arrows facing off against Marumo Gallants at the King Zwelithini Stadium the following day. To wrap up the quarterfinals and speak about the last four, we are joined in studio by former Bafana Bafana forward Sibusiso Vilakazi. Vila, a very good afternoon and thank you so much for joining us.
Good evening, Gwen. How are you?
Good, good.
Good, man.
We're getting to the business stage, the business end of the tournament. I mean, what have you made of the Carling Cup so far?
So far, so good, eh? So far, so good. I think I was attending one of the games, which is Pirates versus Magesi, where I thought we would see a fairy tale story of Magesi having to continue and defend their cup.
Yeah.
And of course, the story of Chipezeze having to have stellar performances, whereby he was the champion man of the match on that night, whereby I think the score could have went easily higher, but then he was able to keep them in the game, keep them alive, just to give them a chance to defend that trophy. But it wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be, whereby Orlando Pirates were able to proceed. But it's an exciting tournament so far. It has produced so many goals. And it's giving us also exciting elements whereby I'm going to now speak about Be the Coach campaign, whereby we've seen it happening in 2011, yes, where it was introduced between Orlando Pirates. But then now it comes now in a very bigger scheme, whereby all 16 teams have an opportunity, or champion fans have an opportunity to get in line with this opportunity of being a champion coach. But then for you to be a champion coach, I mean, there are certain steps that you're going to be following. And of course, you'll have to buy yourself a selected Carling Black label, whereby then you have to dial in, I say dial in *120 *660 hash, whereby then you will receive a unique code. And then within that unique code, you'll have an opportunity then to select your Carling All-Star team. And then you could stand a chance to be the champion coach. And I think it's a very prestigious opportunity for all upcoming coaches.
And I mean, I understand that it's a unique thing that South Africa is doing in terms of getting the fans to be part of the tournament. But as far as football itself is concerned, I think the big question is the so-called big teams being knocked out. I mean, you've got Golden Arrows and Marumo Gallants in the other semi-final. You've got Richards Bay and Orlando Pirates. Many pundits are already saying this could be Pirates' one to win. Would you agree that they are the big boys amongst the other four?
Yeah, well, absolutely. I mean, no doubt, seeing Orlando Pirates doing so well. I think they have assembled very well. They have good players up to this far, players also that are very much outstanding with the national team. So I'm not quite surprised seeing them in the semi-final. I mean, it was just unfortunate that they had the early exit with the CAF Champions League. But then overall, I mean, they've started very well. They've assembled very well. And they look to be the favorites, of course. But I still say we still have the underdogs, which also on their side, they have so much to play for. And I think it's a tournament. It's a tournament up to this far. It's been won by the likes of Magesi, Stellenbosch, teams that were not given a chance. So we still yet to see, but I think it's for them to lose.
Yeah, and I mean, you speak about the engagement that the tournament has had in terms of fans. How's that going in just making sure that fans get involved in like a man of the match and other aspects to decide, you know, just the aspect where fans get involved? Because it traditionally, even the Carling Cup in its previous format was that where a starting lineup would be chosen by fans. Yeah,
I think another exciting element into that, adding to that, being a champion coach, whereby we see now the Fagi goal, whereby the fans now themselves have to, not have to, but they have an opportunity to predict the time of the minute of the goal, which is going to be scored, and which team that's going to score that goal. So it shows the great power that they can take control, because it's one tournament whereby they voice themselves. Their opinions are very much alive, because you'll be surprised how our fans also know their game and their knowledge of the game. So it presents so many possibilities.
Looking at the semi-finals, I mean, they're just around the corner, Golden Arrows and Marumo Gallants. If you look at how the two teams have been doing, that's definitely going to be a big game for Coach Manqoba Mngqithi, an opportunity to, I guess, prove many doubters wrong. And so far, it looks like he's doing well. In fact, he did say that he's still bitter about what happened in the last Carling Cup final. Yes,
I think that's another story that's it's in the history, right? You'd want to make something out of this coming one, which is, I think they're coming up against a very tough side, which is Marumo Gallants, which I had an opportunity to watch them play, which is a very, very good side. very organized side, and you could see like the coaching trying to implement certain things. That it's a very structured team, and it's going to be very, very difficult. But I think they are playing at home. I think that could be something that they can use in terms of having to defend their fortress. But I think also just to continue putting his name, especially after those days whereby we used to see him winning the MTN 8 with golden arrows. So him having to dream again, maybe this might be a possibility or a big opportunity for him to add another trophy for golden arrows. But it's exciting last four for all these teams, and I think it's a genuine opportunity for them just to lift this beautiful trophy.
Yeah, and I mean, you spoke about Orlando Pirates definitely being the favorites, but if you look at Richards Bay, this is a team that can, on their day, beat Orlando Pirates or any other team in the league, for that matter. Yeah. What do you think, I mean, going into the game, what will be the threat, if I can put it that way, for Orlando Pirates from a Richards Bay that effectively is playing at home?
I think look at how they played Richards Bay when they beat Durban City, having to go in and equalize at the later stage. It shows that it's a team that fights until the end, and anything can happen, especially with this cup. I mean, it's given for underdogs that can write their fairy tale story and continue to win. So as I say, it's not going to be as easy as you'd think it would be. But as I say, Pirates right now, they are the favorites. I don't see them having to lose against Richards Bay, honestly speaking.
I hope you're not a betting man, because stranger things have happened in football. Just Villa, also there is that aspect of All-Stars, which I think a lot of people have been excited about, where the winning team gets to play with an All-Stars team. Yeah. Are we still seeing that happening this time around?
Absolutely. I'm also looking forward to that All-Star team that's going to be selected. It's going to be an interesting one. I myself would have liked to be part of...
you want to be selected?
No, not be selected, but be the coach, having to have an experience of having to coach a star-sided team like that, which will be different personalities on the day. I mean, just to have that feel of just having to control, have a training session and see how you able to put the team together. And of course, the pressure, because of it's easier, of course, from the outside and saying, I could do this. But then you, as a champion coach, now you'll have an opportunity now to implement things and do things. And also, I think it could start a career on its own.
Of course.
It could start a career on its own, whereby we have seen it given the platform of the previous coach, who has went on also just to get the right qualification. I think he had went on to have a coaching diploma, which is C, and then now having to coach in a better institution.
Absolutely. Villa, before I let you go, I got to touch on the Premiership match. It's a big match this coming weekend. Yeah. It's Mamelodi Sundowns hosting Orlando Pirates. There's already talks. Coach Cardoso is talking about the grass being too thick, talking about the absence of Teboho. What do you make of that game? Is it really a championship decider, or is it too early?
It's too early, but it's always been that exciting game. It's because of both teams have exceptional talent on the field.
The two matches that they placed in a cup game, they ended in draws.
Well, so but I think you always want to see, because then you would have had a conclusion right to that game.
Sure.
But with this one, I mean, having to see the likes of Sipombuli having to wear now, he was wearing
moving to the other side,
then now having to wear now the black and white, and I think on the day, I mean, the talent that is there, you look at the likes of Apollos. On the other, his red form. His form is unbelievable right now. Just to see him, I mean, I'd like to see him continue with that, up against, a top side, whereby now a team that is defending champions at the same time. I would like to see, of course, Mamelodi Sundowns having to own their fortress at the same time. And look, it's exciting, man.
Are you brave enough to call it?
No, I'm not brave enough to call it. I just want to see an exciting game.
Well, I'm hoping for an exciting game of football. Indeed, Villa, we are out of time. But thank you so much for coming through, Sibusiso Vilakazi, talking to us there, of course, about that big game that is happening tomorrow in the Betway Premiership, but also looking at the Carling Black Label Cup. Beautiful trophy that is here. Who will be winning that trophy? Golden Arrows, Marumo Gallants, Richards Bay and Orlando Pirates. Those are the last 4 teams remaining. All right.